Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take a little bit of time to discuss how getting my health and fitness squared away led me into starting my real estate journey and my real estate adventure. First things first, I want to just get this out of the way. This is a new channel, so if you find this content relatable or inspiring, please consider giving it a like, comment, and subscription. It definitely helps out the channel and it will help me out in the future and hopefully get this message out to everybody. Now that that's out of the way, let's dive in. So in one of my previous videos, I discussed how getting my health and fitness kind of started to align a lot of other things for me. And one of those was my mindset. Once I actually sat down and got in tune with my body physically, and I started putting the right type of food into my body, a lot of things changed. Your body is like an engine, and you need a specific type of fuel to run optimally. If you're eating a bunch of junk, processed foods, sugary things, not including fruit, but like processed sugar, candy, things like that, your engine is not going to run efficiently. If you give it high octane fuel, which is whole foods, greens, veggies, all the stuff that it wants and craves and needs, you will run way more efficiently. Once you start feeling those physical changes, you're going to start feeling the mental changes too, and a lot of things are going to start clearing up for you. One of the things that cleared up for me was my ability to sit down and kind of figure out what I wanted in life. And I wasn't really sure what avenues I wanted to take to maybe build something for myself. I had my career at the time and I was working at that. I still have my career, but I didn't just want to deal with that. So, what I did was started just Googling and going around on YouTube and looking at other ways to create income or invest, I should say. And I stumbled upon real estate. And one of the things that got me hooked, it was in some YouTube video that I watched, was a gentleman explain that he got into real estate investing because it was something that was in his control. And what he meant by that was if he bought properties for long-term investments and had them as rentals, he could control that. He could control the rent and do whatever he wanted with the property. Whereas putting money into the stock market is kind of in the hands of every other factor that goes around in the world. Other people, world events, things of that nature. So once I got my head on right and I rolled into the discovery of real estate, I picked up this book. It's from a well known podcast called Bigger Pockets. If you haven't listened to that and you are interested in real estate, I highly recommend it. So it is called The Book on Rental Property Investing by Brandon Turner. This is one of the many books that I read for real estate investing. And in my opinion, this one was the absolute best bang for my buck. It had everything from how to get properties with no money, how to get properties with a little bit of money, how to look for the right property, how to organize this, that, you name it, it's probably in there. It is one of the best books you could possibly buy to kind of get introduced into real estate investing and learn the finer details of it. Let me say that. Um, it wouldn't be, I don't think I would be here in my life if I hadn't gotten my health and fitness together. Sure, I did all of the other things right, like go to school, get the job, get the degree, yada, yada, yada. But my head wasn't completely clear on what I needed to do, and I just wasn't confident in myself until I started making changes that were in my control, which was what I ate and how much I moved and what I looked like. Once I got those things aligned, like I said, I became more confident, and that confidence led me into a different type of mindset. And that mindset was one that was willing to take a little bit more risk and willing to kind of chase whatever else I was after. Because that first thing was a better body, a better internal system, a better mindset, and health and fitness achieved that for me. And without that, I don't think I would have ever had the courage or the willpower or the determination to dive into what I've been in now for 4 or 5 years at this point. I think it's four. In terms of reading and saving up, it's definitely 5 or 6. But since I've actually purchased a home, 4. So, moral of the story is if you don't know what it is exactly you're chasing in life, and you can't figure out something that might actually make you happy, take a look at the easiest thing around you, and it's your physical appearance. If you don't like the way that you look and you're not eating the best, or maybe you're drinking this, that, whatever, it's so easy to just not drink bad things and not eat bad things and just start eating cleaner and going for walks and going for the gym. And once you achieve that, you're going to be so damn happy that you're going to start having that cognitive ball just rolling and rolling and rolling into just other ideas and other things that you want to chase after. It is really that simple. So, if you've made it this far, it's really all I have to say about that topic. Um, if you have any questions about my journey or um, why I fully decided to get into real estate, like a big part of it was health and fitness and that quote from that video, um, feel free to drop a comment with a question and I will answer. Um, and if you just like the video, please consider liking and subscribing. Thanks for listening.